Guys, welcome to today's video. We're just going to be going over today the Nissan Z. We're going to be going over what mods it has on it, things like that. So we're going to get the Z parked down over there. Get a little cold start for you. Gotta make sure you don't get the license plate. Alright. Car has not run in a few days. So, cold start. Here we go. So, yeah, we're just gonna get this backed up real quick. Alright. So, yeah. So today we're basically just gonna be talking over what mods are on this car. I won't say the exact price, but we're gonna be kind of going over how much it would take if you're in the drift world. I know a lot of people have been saying that we're looking for drift cars to start out. So I'm going to be trying to help you guys and tell you, you know, just what it takes to get a car like this. If you're in the car world and you got the same connections I do, which honestly isn't too hard to do. But yeah, so we're just going to go over all that today. So yeah, we're going to start. We're going to open all the doors and stuff for you. But yeah, be right back in a second. That's the car fully opened up now. So now we can go ahead and start going over the mods. I'm gonna start here in the back of the car. I'm not sure there's very many mods back here. There are a few. Okay. First thing is these Work Emotion D9Rs. These are probably going to be worth about $2,000. These wheels came with the car when we bought it, and I personally think they look really nice. They've got a nice deep dish effect to them, and honestly they bring out the fitment in this car really nicely. Next thing I'm going to say, different from a normal Z, this car is actually a soft top, although I'm sure you already knew that. So I'd say this is technically a mod. When we bought the car, the rear windshield was smashed out. So we have some new plexiglass installed. You'll see it's not really going to be foggy. This is how it'll actually turn out to be. Not like this. It's just got a plastic film on it. We'll get that off pretty soon. But that's what it looks like for now. Let's see what else. So, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't think there is a rear bash bar. Oh. I don't know how you access them in this car. But it's probably back here. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know how to get to them. Oh, you know what? They're probably under this. Anyways, BC Racing coilovers. I'll show you when we get to the front. I'd say next we're probably gonna jump into the interior of this car. So interior is pretty much stock. As far as like the actual seats go and like, no, I'd say it's not stock. It's the only thing stock in this car, at least for the interior, I'd say is the seats and the e-brake. But basically we have a NRG quick release steering wheel here, off-brand steering wheel. We might get that swapped, I'm not sure. But that's what came with the car. So, oh, also, yeah, for some reason it likes to honk when I put the steering wheel on. Anyways, so that's the NRG quick release. We also have this, I believe this is Mishimoto, but I could be wrong. We have a custom shift knob here. So that's that. And that pretty much seals up parts, accessories, kind of like that. The biggest part that makes this car stand out as far as the interior goes is definitely these harnesses, which of course comes with the half roll cage. So we have these sidebars here running up along here, and then we have a little bar, sort of like that, kind of like a square. We have one bar going through there and a crossbar coming up from there. And then there's two more bars from there that come down to the back. So that is pretty much it for the interior. So this car is fully drift ready and drift legal at most tracks. And that's because of the roll cage and things like that. Next we're gonna go ahead and check out the front. Of course, still these nice wheels. And finally, you can see the BC logo in there, if this will focus. There you go. BC Racing coilovers. I swear I just saw them sticking up the other day. Oh yeah, here. Alright, BC Racing coilovers, front and back. I'm not sure the rates or anything. But we have a Mishimoto cold air intake here with a Spectre air filter on there, or a cone. And then another thing for in here is stock motor, although we do have some Mishimoto slim fans, which I've heard are not actually the best, so we might end up swapping those out. I'm not sure though. Next sort of cool thing I'd say is this car actually has what you call a quick release bumper, which to you this just looks like a zip tie, and the reason for that is because it is. But basically it's got these two parts that stick out off of the bumper and the fender that allow you to just throw a zip tie right over that, and with two zip ties, bumper's pretty dang secure. Oh, and it also has these caps, but yeah, so that's all that holds on the bumper, and it actually holds really nice. I'm not sure if, actually, yeah, I believe these are aftermarket headlights, but they're a little scraped, cracked. I still like them personally. There's a little bit of a gap here between the headlights and the bumper, but I'm sure that's just because, oh, well, there you have it. Okay, also, I don't know what this is, but it says Nismo, so that's cool. Okay, and then also, another big part that makes this car stick out and makes it even more drift legal and safer is, oh gosh, I don't know what angle you have to be at to see it. I don't know if that's that. It's not. Wait, is it? I have absolutely no idea. But right here, take a look down there. We got a full bash bar down there for the front bumper, which makes it a lot safer if you were to come into a crash or something like that on the track. And honestly, I know it's kind of a short video for going over the mods on the car, but that pretty much concludes that part. A couple other cool features that are not mods, but parts that are pretty nice to have. All of our gauges work properly, which is not something that we have in any of our other drift cars we own. Another cool thing, we have a fully working stereo system, and the air conditioner and heat blow really, really nicely. Alright, so it is starting to rain, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get this car closed up. But, yes, that concludes the mods for this car. Next we can go ahead and talk about the cost that it would probably take you to get a car like this if you're in the drifting community and you have really nice people surrounding you, similar to me. Let me just set that down properly. Hard to do with the phone. Just grab that, pop that into place. Alright, closing the hood. This engine, or this hood, sorry, does not like to be closed. There we go. Alright, so, yeah, car's all closed up now. A few other things, I want to make sure I don't show the license plate. But, yeah, we actually have this little rig. I don't know if you see here. No license plate. License plate. And that is actually on our sun visor here for the passenger side. So, yeah. Just kind of gets it more out of the way. Makes it so I can make cinematics safely over here in the front of the car, because that way we don't have to run a front plate there. We also have this 7 sticker, which I believe is actually from a track. I could be wrong, but I don't know. So the type of hood here we have, there's 2 versions, I believe. This kind has this little hump on the hood, so you'll see it bumps up there, whereas the other type does not. And yeah, I wish I could show you guys how I convert this, but now that we've put in this new glass, we're scared to try that, because that's what originally broke the original glass. I'm not sure if it just wasn't done properly or it was forced too much, but yeah. Anyways, once again, that concludes the mods on the Z and some other things like that. So, let's go ahead and start talking about what it would cost to try to get a Z like this. So, knowing these wheels are about $2,000, which aren't really necessary if you're trying to get just a Z for drifting. I really like how it looks with these wheels, but it was a pretty decent chunk out of the cost of this car. For the cage and metal fabrication, I'd say it's probably around $1,500, maybe $2,000. And then BC coilovers, you're looking at $1,200. For the base, like just the car overall, I'd say on a good day you could probably find one of these for about $4,000. Anywhere from $4,000 to $10,000. It is the convertible, which I feel like has a lower demand, so you are probably going to find it for a little bit cheaper if you do go for the convertible version, or if not, you're probably looking at anywhere from $6,000 to $11,000, but $11,000 is just if you're looking like great condition. I believe this car currently has, oh gosh, I don't know. It has a lot of miles on it. I'm not even sure what that shows necessarily. But anyways, yeah, it's got a lot of miles on it. I think it's close to 200,000, if not over. Yet this car is still running strong with its stock VQ motor, and it drifts. We've seen it drifting out at Evergreen before, but we have not drifted it yet. We're hoping to maybe be able to get out this weekend in it, but we're not sure how that's going to go due to the fact that I can no longer drive at Evergreen. And that is just because the insurance went up for Evergreen Speedway after 2 people tried to do some not too safe stunt and ended up getting airlifted off the track. So the insurance went up and they raised the age limit for driving, which means I can no longer drive at Evergreen until I'm 16 years old, which is not for another year and a half, I'd say. But we do have a couple other places where we can drift at the moment, so we're hoping we can get out there soon. So with all the prices added up for this car, I'd say if you're trying to build it, just basically the exact same that this car is built, I'd probably say you're looking at a good, I don't know, $12,000. It's a really nice car though. It's got everything you could ever need. Oh, I forgot this actually. Hold up. Let me get the wheels turned. Actually, I don't know if I can. But I don't know the right angle to look at this, but I don't know if you can see it. We have a GK Tech angle kit on here. 65 degrees of rotation, whereas I believe stock it's somewhere about 30, but I could be wrong, I'm not sure. Let me see if the key's still in the ignition. It is not. Okay, so I can't actually show you guys how much the wheels turn. I can here in a second. But yeah, so you're looking at about $12K for something like this, due to us buying this pre-built and having the connections we have in the drift world, which I'll talk about here in a second, how you can get those connections and friends. But we're looking at somewhere from $6,000 to $8,000, I'd say, for something like this. But that's on a good day if you have good friends, people just trying to have fun and get you out there drifting with them. Because honestly, that's really what people in the drift world appreciate and have fun with. Most people in the drift world will be really fun, kind, and welcoming, just like they were to me in Madden. And it's been really fun so far. But yeah, I guess that pretty much sums up the cost. I'd say for a non-convertible Z, you're looking at maybe $15,000 probably for a full build, and I'd say 10 maybe for if you're looking for something pre-built. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up today's video, guys. I'll show you guys the steering angle here in a second. So it's got a pretty nice steering angle. Check it out, you got the angle kit right here. It is adjustable. Right there, GK Tech. Turn the wheel the other way. tie rods. But yeah, I don't know if there's much more I can go over in this video, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications for more content on the Slide Side YouTube channel, following both the Nissan Z, the SE300, and the Nissan 240 SX, and our Slideways Garage Drift Fleet. But with that said, also make sure you check out Matt's channel, link in the description, or you can just go to our channel and go to Other Drifters, and you'll find him there as well. Sideways is his channel name. Anyways, check him out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.